All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most important, but kind of invisible pieces of the modern internet. It's the engine behind almost every fast app you use, but you probably never even think about it. Yeah, we're talking about network block storage.
So, to get our heads around this, let's start with something you definitely know. That super fast SSD. You know, the solid-state drive in your computer? It's the reason your laptop boots up in like 10 seconds and your games load in a flash. And why is it so fast? Simple. It's plugged right into the motherboard, a direct connection. But here's where things get really interesting. That same component, that speedy little drive, becomes a huge problem when you try to scale it up. I mean, think about a massive data center with thousands of servers. That simple design, it suddenly creates two massive deal-breaking headaches.
So what are these big problems? Well, it all comes down to two words. Local storage is trapped, and it's inflexible.
Okay, so what do we mean by trapped? We mean your data is literally chained to one single computer. If that server's power supply fries, or the motherboard just gives up, well, your data is stuck inside that dead box. Not good. And inflexible? That's a whole other world of pain. If you run out of space, you have to physically take the server offline, crack it open, and plug in a new drive. It's a manual, risky process that means downtime. Lots of downtime.
So if that old way is so bad, how did the cloud fix it? Right. They came up with this brilliant, elegant solution that completely separates the computer from its storage. And that solution is called network block storage.
Now, the basic idea here is simple, but trust me, it's revolutionary. Just imagine an external USB drive, but instead of a cable, it connects to your server over a crazy fast private network. And the best part? To your server's operating system, it looks and acts exactly like a physical drive that's plugged right in. But you get all the amazing flexibility of a cloud service.
Let's actually break that name down, because it tells you everything you need to know. The block part? That's about how it stores data. It uses these raw, fixed-size chunks, or blocks. This lets the computer talk to it at a super low level, which makes it incredibly fast. And the other part, the network part, gives us what we call elasticity. And that is the cloud magic. It means you can resize your drive or make it faster with just a couple of clicks. No downtime, no opening up a server.
And this right here, this shows you the real-world power of that flexibility. Let's say your website suddenly goes viral. The old way, you'd have to take the whole site down for hours to copy everything to a bigger server. It's a nightmare. But with block storage, you just detach the virtual drive from the small server, spin up a new, beefier one, and reattach the exact same drive. The whole upgrade goes from this huge, risky project to a simple task that takes like a few minutes. Game changer.
Okay, but hold on a second. How can something connected over a network be as fast as a drive that's physically plugged in? I mean, you're probably thinking about your home Wi-Fi and how it can be kind of slow, right? Well, this is a totally different beast. The secret here is that the network is basically a lie.
See, this isn't your regular internet connection, not even close. Cloud providers use a completely separate, dedicated network just for this storage stuff. We're talking high-speed fiber optics, where the latency is measured in microseconds. It's almost instant. The hardware itself is built from racks and racks of the fastest NVMe SSDs you can possibly buy. And it all talks using these super efficient protocols that cut out all the noise. The whole system is so ridiculously fast, the server's operating system literally has no idea the drive isn't right there inside the box. But insane speed is only half of the equation. Network block storage also gives you a level of reliability that a single drive could only dream of. It's basically a self-healing drive.
So how does it do that? Well, the key technology is called synchronous replication. And that word, synchronous, is the most important part. It means when your server goes to save something, the system doesn't just write it to one disk. Oh no. It instantly makes identical copies on multiple different physical disks in different server racks at the same time. And only when all those copies are safe does it report back, yup, your data is safe. This is how it can guarantee zero data loss. I love this analogy. Think of it like an ultra-paranoid king scribe. The king orders a new law written down. The head scribe doesn't just write it in one book. Nope. He has 3 different scribes, and they all instantly write the exact same law into 3 separate books, which are then stored in 3 separate secure chests. And only after he gets confirmation that all 3 copies are locked away safe and sound does he go back to the king and say, "Your Majesty, it is done.
And here's the crucial payoff for all that paranoia. If one of those physical disks in the data center fails, and trust me, they do, your server, your website, your application, they never even notice. Not a blip. The system just keeps on running using the other good copies, and it automatically starts making a new replica in the background. No downtime, no data loss, it just works.
All right, so now that we know what block storage is and why it's so awesome, let's figure out where it fits in the grand scheme of things. You've probably heard about other kinds of cloud storage, so how is this different?
This table really clears it up. Block storage, the thing we've been talking about, is like that virtual hard drive. It's all about raw performance for things like databases or the operating system itself. Then you have file storage. That's way simpler. Just think of a shared network folder you'd use at the office. And finally, you've got object storage, which is like a giant, infinite code check for the internet. It's perfect for stashing huge files like photos, videos, and backups.
So here's the main takeaway. If you think of object storage as the internet's giant attic, a place to store tons and tons of stuff, then block storage is the high-tech, super-fast workbench down in the garage. It's where all the actual work gets done. This whole idea, separating the computer from its storage to get incredible speed and resilience, it's not just a cool feature. It's a truly fundamental, load-bearing pillar of our digital world. It's really what makes the modern cloud possible, which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. What other invisible pillars of the internet are hiding out there, in plain sight, just waiting to be explained?